Financial advisors, financial brokers, financial planners. If you hate waiting for referrals, if you hate cold calling, if you hate going to networking events, waiting to trying to get the right type of clients, trying to get yourself out there, then this particular video is for you. And also, if you're an introvert, then this strategy that I'm about to share with you on how to grow a community and generate leads and generate clients is going to help you. So let's get into it right now. So today I'm going to share with you a 3-step framework. It's called the Community Traffic Method. It's a method I've developed over the last 4 years working with financial advisors and planners and brokers. And the way it works is to help you get rid of all that cold calling, waiting for referrals. And what it aims to do is help get you a community that you can serve, that you love serving, one that will give you leads and one will give you clients. The best part of it is that it only takes between 2 to 3 hours a week that you can implement. And that's it. That's all you need to do. And the best part of it, guys, is that it doesn't cost you a cent on advertising or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I love the advertising part. This is what we do to help with clients wanting to scale. But if you're doing between 0 to 15K a month at the moment, then this is a really good method to help you generate leads and generate clients. My name is Lushan Govender, and I've been working with financial advisors, brokers, and planners for the last 4.5, 5 years. And over the years, I've developed a method to help you generate leads, and one we can actually back by guaranteeing our services. But enough about me, because this is all about you. But I want to be sharing with you some of these secrets to help get you to that 15K a month, or even if you just need 2 or 3 more clients, then this is the right training for you. The community traffic method aims to solve 3 main problems for you. And most advisors and brokers and planners out there have this exact same problem. The one thing is trying to stand out. So how do you stand out in front of all your peers that have been in the industry for a number of years? You know, the ones that have been in the industry 5, 10, 15 years. How do you compete against them? How do you, grow or scale your business to the next level? And the model aims to help you overcome this particular problem. The second problem that I see is imposter syndrome. And imposter syndrome, as you know, is those people that try to get themselves out there, but just feel insecure, don't feel confident enough to really put themselves out there. They're so worried what everyone else thinks. I actually call this snail effect. You kind of go really slow across the field, and then all of a sudden you kind of putting your head out, and then you're going back into your shell. And really, in order to help you build, grow, and scale your business, you really don't want to be feeling the snail effect or imposter syndrome. The third problem that I see is attracting the wrong type of clients. Most of the time, financial advisors, they get in the industry, they want to talk to as many people as possible, they get referred, and people aren't the right fit. But you take them on because, hey, you have a living. You need to make money, maybe to support your family. Maybe you want to go on that nice holiday, so you take on those clients, etc. So it really doesn't help you taking on the wrong type of clients. So community traffic method aims to solve these 3 main problems. And the way we're going to do it is we've actually broken it down into 6 key fixes that you could do and use in your business. So the first part of the framework and part of the community traffic method is the credibility system. The credibility system is going to help you stand out in front of all your peers. And I want to give you the 2 key fixes to the credibility system. The first one is create relevance. When I say create relevant, you want to be serving one type of customer. So who are the type of people? Is there a niche out there that you can focus on? I'm not asking you to marry your niche for an infinite amount of time. I just want you to date it for a little while to help build a community and help serve that community to the best you can. Now, one of the key things I know is that whenever we try to help someone to build, grow, and scale a business, when they focus on the niche, their business will scale. Because when they focus on it, their messaging is right, they know the exact pain points of their customers, they know exactly what their customers want. So it's easy to communicate that relevancy. So focus on a niche will actually draw people towards you because you're the person who can solve a particular problem to that particular person. The second part is part of the credibility system is creating your own unique signature system. And by creating your own signature system, it's basically a model, a system, a method that you've developed to help solve a problem and help your prospect go from that particular problem towards their particular goal. If you can map it out and show people how you help them get that result and how to help get them on the way to getting that result, they're more likely to actually buy into your system over anyone else that just comes out there and say, hey, this is a very airy-fairy way of doing things. So creating a system, a method, a model is going to help you stand out in front of anyone else. The second part of our community traffic method is the connection engine. Now, the connection engine, this is where you kind of draw people towards you, and this is what you want. You want to be that authority figure, that influencer that actually helps serve a community. And the first part of this is around your content. You want to be creating content to help get yourself out there. I like to use what I call the RACE method, RACE. You want to be able to create relevant content, the content that actually talks to your audience and gets them interested. The second part of it is being authentic about it. So basically showing your true self, showing how you can help them get the result, again, using your method. The third part of it is consistency. So being consistent, don't just do it once a week. Try and do 3, 4, 5 times a week, sharing your content, sharing the insight into you. And the E stands for engaging. Don't just be boring. Do different ways of engaging with your audience, whether it's video, maybe it's a PDF that you're going out there, maybe it's a unique graphic that you've created. Have a unique way of engaging with your audience, because everyone consumes information in different channels in different ways. So you want to be able to create the right type of content for your audience in the right channel. The other key part of it is you want to be doing things and giving away value as part of your content. You've heard this before, giving value in terms of maybe running a free webinar for people to get onto. Maybe it's a PDF. I'm having massive success, and our clients are having massive success by creating PDFs, creating webinars to draw people into their community. And it doesn't have to be too long. Like your videos can be 15 minutes. Your PDFs can be anywhere between 5 and 15 pages. You don't want to make it too long at all. You want to make it enough for them to grab enough information, short, maybe actionable steps that they can take, and something that they can implement, very simple, but gives them a taste of your actual system itself. Now, just so you know, we've covered this in the guide that we've created for you as well, so you can actually see everything you need on how to create a lead magnet or a PDF and a webinar. The second part of the connection engine is your reach strategy. Now, there's 2 ways to get clients. The first way is paid, where you're running ads and paying other sources to drive leads towards you. It's great, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're doing less than 10,000 a month, or if you need maybe 2 or 3, maybe you can up that to a small budget. You know, we have clients working on a minimum of $500 advertising itself. But today I want to share with you more an organic, non-paid strategy. And I'm not talking about referrals, as I said at the start. I don't like our clients waiting for referrals. It's a great strategy. It works, but it's something a little bit down the track. I want you to have more control of your lead, your pipeline, and your community. And what I'm referring to is creating an outreach campaign where you're reaching out to people. So when you're creating content, you want to be putting this content in the right communities. So maybe you're finding Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, maybe you even created your own particular Facebook group where you're inviting people in. But there's many different channels on social media that you can use. People love to belong to communities. So if you can go in there and share. Now remember, when I say share, it's your ability to serve that community, not to sell to that community. If you start selling, you either will get kicked out of those groups or people will just turn you off. So you want to be serving, giving value, giving that content you've just created before to help serve that community. And if you're using the outreach system, it's really simple. You wait for them to put their hand up to get your help. So you're going to share content, let them raise their hand. And there's certain types of posts, which I shared in our guide, which you can basically copy and paste. If people raise their hands for your help, a bit more information maybe about that guide or webinar that you've created, and then you start engaging with them and you start direct messaging people. And when you start direct messaging, most people think you're intruding, but when you're adding value, you're actually trying to help save them, maybe serve them as well. So don't always think that it's a it's a cold call, anything like that. It's very much a direct message. It's because they've raised their hand, they've raised some interest, and they're wanting some help on a particular problem that you solve. Step 3, the conversation framework. Now, not sure about you guys, but I'm a hopeless salesperson, and I've never been really good at sales. I'm really good at marketing, but never very good at sales at all. And so over the years, I've done a number of different courses, read a lot of different books. And what I've done is been able to put together kind of a framework that I use that I'm going to share with you right now. And it's very simple. I want you to think of the stretch. When you're talking to a prospect, you want to be able to stretch them. So where they are today to where they want to get to. You can stretch that gap. So say, hey, these are the steps you got to take. This is how we can help you get there. Again, using your signature model, because you've mapped it out before, it'll make life a lot easier. Your signature system into your sales process will actually help draw the person closer and then wanting to work with you. I found this, and same with my clients. A lot of my clients are more introverted in a sense, don't like to be salesy and pushy. This is the method they're using to qualify prospects and to sign up new clients. And the great thing I like about this is it comes in 2 parts, and I'm going to show you right now. The first part, the first fix, is called the chat flow. When you're engaging with prospects, I mentioned you're putting content out there. When you want them to direct message you, you want to be using your mobile phone, right? Your mobile phone out there, and you want to be using everything from WhatsApp to Facebook Messenger to any sort of messaging service that you can, wherever you're engaging them with, right? So engaging them, having the right conversations, and part of your chat flow, what you're wanting to do is one is to qualify the person. You want to be able to confirm that they're the right fit. You want to engage with them, and then you want to convert them into a meeting, right? You want to see if they're the right fit. But in that process, you want to be asking maybe 4 to 5 questions. By the way, when you ask these questions, it's very specific to the person's problem, and then showing them that you can help solve the problem, but you don't have to give them every detail on how to solve that problem. This is a big mistake. I see a lot of advisors make it. They're trying to give all the information in the chat, and you're not even actually having a face-to-face conversation. You just want to qualify them, see if they're worthy enough and they fit your profile, well, the profile that you want to be working with into your system. So that's the first part of the conversation framework. The second part is the fit funnel. So the fit funnel, I want you to think of it like a triage, right? You go to hospital, you spend 15 minutes maybe with the nurse at the front. What they're doing is assessing how bad the damage is, assessing how urgent it is to, to get you to the next stage. And they may even say to you, if it's not so urgent, maybe send you back. Or they may say, hey, you need to see a doctor. You got certain problems. Just have a rest for maybe an hour or so. Or if it's really super, super urgent, they'll rush you through to emergency. So I want you to think of the fit exactly the same way. So you want to be able to have the conversation with a prospect, see if they are the right fit for your business. And in that call, all you're wanting to do is just map out again. This is the process. This is what we'll do to help you get there. And then you want to get them into a strategy session where basically you're having more of maybe a 45-minute to an hour conversation. The fit funnel and that triage session is only like 15 minutes. So you want to keep that short, sweet, let them value your time. You just want to qualify them for the next stage. Now, this is the system. This is the sales process that our clients are using. It makes life super easy because they don't feel so pushy and they convert a lot higher because it comes from a serving perspective, not a selling perspective. So there you have it, guys. There's the community traffic method. I broke it down into 3 easy steps. The first step is credibility system. This is about creating relevance to your audience and creating a niche, and also creating a signature system. When you create a signature system, people will gravitate towards you. The second part of the system is the connection engine. This is where you're basically producing content and also you are reaching out to people. Remember, reaching out doesn't cost you anything. There's no paid thing. But if you want to scale that to the next level, you can add ads into that mix. And the third part of it is the conversation framework, where you basically having a chat with them, seeing if they're the right fit, and then progress them to a strategy session or a longer session where you can then start discussing your process and time as well, and the cost of your services. So there you have it, guys. This is the framework our clients have used for the last 4 years. It works. We basically back everything that we put onto our community traffic method by giving guarantees with using our services. The best part of it, like I said, it's just 2 to 3 hours a week, and it doesn't cost you anything apart from your time. and you don't have to wait for referrals. You don't have to, do cold calling, and you don't have to attend networking events. And if you're an introvert, hey guys, this is for you. By the way, make sure you download the guide that I've added to this. It's a 25-page guide, the step-by-step on everything that I've just talked about, and some key insights and some more details for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again. My name is Lashan Govender from the Financial Marketing Academy, and we hope to see you soon.